Hello students, now today it is the last topic of the chapter hydrogen bonding. So in this topic we will study about the hydrogen bonding. Now what happens when any hydrogen containing compounds come close to each other and hydrogen is attracted towards the more electronegative element. For example, hydrogen form a number of compounds like water is there, like ammonia is there, like HF is there, that is HF, HCl, HI, okay, HBr, hydrogen bromide, hydrogen iodide. So many different type of compounds are there. So whenever the hydrogen atom it comes in contact with the more electronegative atom, then in that case the hydrogen is actually attracted by the electrons of the more electronegative element. Like we just take the example of HF. Here this is a molecule HF and this is another molecule HF. So we know that fluorine is more electronegative element and here it is having 3 lone pair of electrons. Since fluorine is more electronegative, that's why the electron of hydrogen get displaced towards the fluorine. And due to this, the hydrogen is having partial positive charge and fluorine is having partial negative charge. Similarly, in this molecule also, the hydrogen is having partial positive and fluorine is having partial negative charge. This partial negative charge is attracted by this partial positive charge, due to which a partial bonding take place between both the molecules, that is between the hydrogen of first molecule and the more electronegative element of the second molecule or other molecule. So this type of bond it is called hydrogen bond. So what is this? This is the attractive force that binds hydrogen atoms of one molecule with electronegative element or atom of another molecule of the same or different substance. It is called hydrogen bond and we represent the hydrogen bond with dotted line. So within the molecule we will see like another hydrogen bond are also there. This is del positive, del negative. In water also the hydrogen bonding is there. Like this is the water molecule. The oxygen is having lone pair. So oxygen is having del negative and suppose this hydrogen is having del positive. So it will get attracted by the another hydrogen of another water molecule like this. So hydrogen bonding is present in this way. It can be present within single molecule, present between within the different molecules also. Within the same molecule also the hydrogen bonding can be found. And since fluorine is more electronegative, that's why it forms the strongest hydrogen bonding as compared to the others. Okay. Now the type of hydrogen bonding, generally the type of hydrogen bonding also decide the boiling point of the molecule. Okay. Means it actually the hydrogen bonding actually represent the different type of properties of the molecules also, which we will discuss later. First of all, we will discuss about the types of hydrogen bonding. There are mainly two types of hydrogen bonding. One is intramolecular hydrogen bonding and second one is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So what is intramolecular hydrogen bonding? In intramolecular hydrogen bonding, the hydrogen bonding is present within the molecule. Means within the elements or atoms of the same molecule, the hydrogen bonding is present. So we can say this type of bonding results or is present between hydrogen and electronegative element and both are present in the same molecule. Okay. The best example for this are like ortho chlorophenol, like ortho nitrophenol, like ortho hydroxybenzoic acid. So many molecules are there, etc. Let's take example of the ortho nitrophenol. So this is the structure of the ortho nitrophenol. This is the benzene ring and on this ring this is the phenol OH and at the ortho position nitro group is there, like this. This is the nitro group. So what happened that this is the phenol group, this is the nitro group. So oxygen is having more electronegativity as compared to the nitrogen, and here oxygen. So this hydrogen is having partial positive charge, and it is attracted by the electrons which is oxygen having. So there is a partial bond formed between the hydrogen as well as oxygen here, and this is called the hydrogen bond. This is the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Due to the intramolecular hydrogen bonding, the boiling point of the molecule decreases, as well as the solubility of the compound also decreases, because in case of intramolecular hydrogen bonding, due to this type of bonding, this is the molecules are very means close to each other, the atoms in the molecules are very close to each other, that's why the bond will not break easily, and that's why the boiling point as means boiling point of compound also means it becomes we can say solubility of compound decreases. The compound do not get soluble easily, as well as boiling point of the compound also decreases. Now next type of hydrogen bonding is the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding is the type of hydrogen bonding which is found between the molecules, different molecules. Like we have taken the example here, different molecules are there, and in these different molecules hydrogen bonding is there. So this is the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Similarly here also intermolecular hydrogen bonding is there. Let's take the example of the para-nitrophenol. Like para-nitrophenol, para-chlorophenol, these all shows water, ammonia, hydrogen fluoride, these all shows intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So how this hydrogen bonding will be there? So students, this suppose this is a this is the para-nitrophenol. So if two molecules of para-nitrophenol are there, this is the structure of para-nitrophenol. I am just representing the hydrogen bonding here, this side. This is the molecule of para-nitrophenol. One more molecule is there. So actually what happened between the nitro group here, the oxygen as well as the hydrogen of the next molecule, both are means both come close to each other and form a hydrogen bonding. So this type of hydrogen bonding, it is called intermolecular hydrogen bonding, which is found in both the molecules. This type of hydrogen bonding increases the boiling point and also increases the solubility in water, because the increase in boiling point due to the association of several molecules. Okay, intermolecular hydrogen bonding is also responsible for increase in viscosity. If hydrogen bonding is more, then more viscous will be the compound. Okay, so these are the two different types of hydrogen bonding. Now students, let's discuss about the the nature as well as importance of hydrogen bonding. I want to tell you it orally. Hydrogen bonding is just like an electrostatic force, and it is never found between two or more than two atoms, never found between more than two atoms. The bond energy of hydrogen bond has the range from 3 to 10 kilocalorie per mole. Okay, and if electronegativity of the element or atom increases and size of atom decreases, okay, then the strength of hydrogen bond increases. So we can say if electronegativity is more and size is smaller, then in that case more stronger hydrogen bond will be formed. So that's why we can say that the hydrogen bond in HF is greater as compared, means more stronger as compared to HCl, as compared to HBr, as compared to HI, because here the electronegativity is more as well as size of atom is also smaller. Now generally the hydrogen bonding, it exists between the molecules of different species also. Now students, we will discuss about the properties of hydrogen bonding. Properties of hydrogen bond or hydrogen bonding. So number one is solubility. So a substance is said to be, if any substance is there, it is not forming hydrogen bond in water, then it is lesser soluble. So generally those substances which do not shows hydrogen bonding are lesser soluble in water, and those form hydrogen bond are more soluble in water. So solubility is directly proportional to hydrogen bonding. So if hydrogen bonding is more, then the solubility is also more. The organic compounds say alkane, alkene, ether, they are soluble in water, they are insoluble in water because they do not form hydrogen bonding, while the alcohol and acids, they are soluble in water because they form hydrogen bond with water. Okay, now the next thing is the water as well as ice also shows unique properties due to the hydrogen bonding only. Okay, as well as one more thing is means generally water exists in liquid state under ordinary conditions. Like water is there, it exists in liquid state generally, while H2S generally exist in the gaseous state. Why is it? Because the water has hydrogen bonding, whereas H2S do not has hydrogen bonding. Similarly, in case of means if let's discuss about the boiling point. If the amount of boiling point is means amount of hydrogen bonding is more, then in that case the boiling point will also be more. Okay, because more amount of energy will be required to break the hydrogen bond. So that's why ammonia, water and HF are having more hydrogen bonding, more boiling point as compared to the other elements. That's why we can say boiling point is directly proportional to hydrogen bonding. And also students, one question is there, like para-nitrophenol, it is more soluble in water or it is having more boiling point as compared to orthonitrophenol. Why? Because in orthonitrophenol intramolecular hydrogen bonding is there, whereas in para-nitrophenol intermolecular hydrogen bonding is present. So that's why it is having more solubility in water as compared to this one, orthonitrophenol. Okay, so this is all about the hydrogen bonding.